Well, I don't know what happened, y'all. This is Woohoo from Texas Harris again. It just stopped recording. Like right in the middle of me having a conversation, it stopped. I was talking about school buses. They're out in the morning and in the afternoon, and they're out till after 6, 7 o'clock at night delivering kids. And you're on a winding road like this, you come around one of these tight-ass corners, and there's a school bus stop there. Y'all need to slow down a little bit. I mean, like right now, speed limit's 40 miles an hour, but I'm only doing 34, 33. Because you never know what's around one of these blind corners. In fact, here comes another school bus. See, what did I just say? Didn't even see it. Actually, I did. So it's a little trick truck drivers do. They don't look down the street. They look across pastures. Like I can look behind that house right there and I can see the road a good half mile in front of me. I can see there's a couple of cars coming at me. I think 3, maybe 4. But I know they're coming at me, and here's a blind hill. You can't even see them until they're on top of you. But I saw them by looking behind that house across that pasture, and I can see the highway on the other side, and I can see what's coming at me. Well, by doing that, by looking way down the road instead of just directly in front of you, you can see stuff that's coming at you, or school buses that are stopped, and you got time to react. You know, somebody the other day was talking about how expediters need a little training before they get into a vehicle. Because a lot of people think once you get into a expedite van, it's just like driving a car or something like that. It's not. I mean, I still have my CDL with my tanker endorsement. I've had my CDL since March of 1995, and I'm never going to let it go. Because, you know, I might get tired of expedite and go back driving a big truck. But let me tell you, 28 years of over-the-road driving, you learn a thing or two. And what we need to do is start making damn sure these expediters, when they get behind the wheel of these vans, they know what the hell they're doing. Because some of them think it's just driving. It's not. There's a hell of a lot more to it than that. But much as I hate to say it, I think the government's going to start cracking down on these expedite vans, and they're going to start regulating us. In a way, I don't like it, but then again, in a way, I do like it. You know, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. Something needs to be done, though, because you see some of these foreigners in these vans from other countries, and they're out here hauling freight across state lines without no MC DOT number. And a lot of people don't know it, but if you're hauling freight across state lines, even though you're not DOT regulated because you're under 10,001 pounds, you have to have a DOT number. And if I'm lying, I'm dying. Get out your DOT handbook. Every company in America gives you one. Flip through the pages and find out, or just Google it. If you haul freight in interstate commerce and you cross state lines, you have to have a DOT number. And if you don't, you're breaking the law. I'm just saying. Look it up. It's there. Now, here's a catch-22. If you're hauling freight in one state and you don't never leave that state, and you're only doing intra-state commerce, but you never leave that state, and you're hauling freight and you're under 10,001 pounds, you do not have to have a DOT number. Let me tell you, I've read some of these rules. I mean, not some shit. I've read them all, but it's like reading a book on being a lawyer, on your statutes and everything. You've got to read the book, Find what you're looking for, and what if it pertains to you. Because there's some stuff in there you read and it just goes right in one ear and out the other, and it does not comprehend in between. But everybody, I mean everybody, needs to understand the rules when you're hauling freight of any kind. I've got my DOT number. Do I use it? No. I had the government put it on hold for me a couple of years back when COVID hit, and I went back to driving a semi. Then COVID hit, and then I got laid off from the company I was driving for because they got bought out by another company. And I said, screw this crap. And so I went back on the road driving Expedite again. And yeah, I'd rather be leased onto somebody like I am now and have somebody else take a percentage